How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to talk yet another upgrade coming to the PlayStation 5. More of a low-key game, but a game that was pretty interesting, and it's getting a big overhaul. That's Cloudpunk. We'll talk all about that. Brand new trailer for a JRPG that I'm pretty excited for in the DioField Chronicle, brand new IP from Square Enix. And that game's out in just a couple of months. Speaking of RPGs, we have an update on another RPG in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. That'll be coming very, very soon. And another RPG on top of that, Elements Destiny. Not confirmed for PlayStation yet, just confirmed for consoles and PC. But would have to think a PlayStation release will be happening when it's out. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first up, publisher Merge Games and developer Ion Lands will release a PlayStation 5 version of Cloudpunk on August the 19th. An upgrade for Cloudpunk notes overhauled for optimized visuals and performance on PlayStation 5. Players can explore a neon metropolis in 4K resolution at 60 frames per second, brought to life with greater volumetric lighting, and find yourself lost in the depths of the city with increased rendering, draw distance, and fog quality. More diffused, higher quality bloom gives a softer lighting effect against the darkest streets, while higher resolution skyboxes provide increased fidelity. On top of that, completing deliveries has never felt better with full DualSense support, including haptic feedback on rain effects, adaptive triggers that kick in when your vehicle is damaged, and a light bar reflecting your all-important fuel status. That's actually one of the more clever ways I've seen of using the light bar, so good on them. And finally, exploring with a brand new perspective in the much-awaited cockpit mode, putting you in the driver's seat, a neon noir story in a rain-drenched cyberpunk metropolis. It's your first night on the job working for the Cloudpunk delivery service. There are only two rules: don't miss a delivery and don't ask what's in the package. Explore an immense cyberpunk city with your hover car and on foot, unravel mysteries in a world of corporate conspiracy, hackers, and rogue AI. Your decisions will have a lasting impact on the inhabitants of Nivalis. Explore an immense vertical cyberpunk city with your hover car and on foot, unravel mysteries in the world, explore an immense vertical cyberpunk city, meet a diverse range of characters, and immerse yourself in their everyday lives. Your decisions will have a lasting impact and discover hidden places and items, unlocking additional stories. To run down the PS5 features again: gameplay in 4K, 60 FPS, DualSense. You've got a cockpit mode available first time on consoles, PlayStation 5 activity cards, skyboxes for higher fidelity and resolution, increased draw distances, render distance and fog quality, improved volumetrics throughout, higher quality bloom for realistic lighting effects, and a free upgrade for those of you that already own the PlayStation 4 version of the game. The reception of this game was relatively strong. It just didn't get a lot of buzz surrounding it, but it has 9,693 reviews on Steam. 89% of those reviews are positive, a 73 on Metacritic, which is still a fairly decent score, and the PlayStation upgrade will be coming on August 19th via the PlayStation Store, and it will be coming to retail stores on August 26th. Next up, here's something I'm excited for. The DioField Chronicle has gotten a release date trailer. Now, we already talked about it before, but the release is going to be happening on September 22nd, so just a couple months away. Brand new tactical RPG, and I know for myself and many others, when we initially saw the trailer just pop up during the State of Play, we were like, oh my god, it's Final Fantasy Tactics! We finally got a new Final Fantasy Tactics, and no, it's not a new Final Fantasy Tactics. Rather, it's a brand new IP, which, hey, I'm down for a new IP in the DioField Chronicle, an all-new simulation RPG from Square Enix that chronicles an epic tale of war and honor, features a unique world depicted using beautiful graphics that blends fantasy, medieval, and modern-day influences, and a deep yet innovative real-time battle system. Deep strategic real-time battles. The battles in this game are defined by swift assessment of battlefield conditions and issuing decisive orders that take advantage of your troops' strength and weaknesses to gain advantage over your foe. Make clever use of a variety of skills, classes, and troop types and equipment to attack the enemy and complete your mission. And you have realistic diorama-style battle scenes, the natural environment and cultures of the island of DioField combined with unique diorama-style textures to create a clear and beautiful visual aesthetic. Now, the official release will be happening on September 22nd, but if you want an early taste of the game, a demo is due out on August 10th as well, so you can get a taste of the game ahead of its release and see whether or not you want to pick it up for full price, because I know there's like a billion games coming out this fall. This fall is actually looking loaded with new games. So, for sure, it's gonna be an exciting time, but, maybe not the best time for your wallet, so, being a little bit selective isn't the worst idea in the world. Next up, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. We got a date for this. It'll be coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 20th. Of course, a pretty iconic game in the PS2 era, the PS2 Xbox era. Released back in 2004 initially, but now we have an enhanced version of the game up to 4K resolution on supported platforms, as well as local cooperative play. All versions of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 support local cooperative play, while the Steam version will support remote play for a long-distance cooperative experience, fully verified on Steam Deck as well. Whether choosing the Barbarian, Monk, Necromancer, Rogue, or Cleric, players will have to actively fight through hordes of monsters ranging from ghouls, golems, and dreaded dragons while dodging attacks and evading deadly traps. So, if you're going into this game, do keep in mind that this is more of an old-school RPG. Maybe something that you would be more accustomed to playing on PC, but nonetheless, it's an iconic game that was received incredibly well back in the day. But for those of you that dig your classic RPGs, this is one to keep an eye on, and it's going to get a nice upgrade on pretty much every platform. Lastly, I do want to put some attention on Elements Destiny. Now, we know this game is coming to PC and consoles. Which consoles exactly have not been clarified yet, but wanted to give a mention to this as well, because if you're a fan of retro RPGs, this is something that will be right up your alley, something straight from like the Super Nintendo era. Use the power of the elements and face your destiny. Elements Destiny is a 2D fantasy RPG with pixelated retro visuals, an emotional story with a deep story, challenging turn-based combat, and handcrafted artworks. And yes, the soundtrack is massive as well. Really like the artwork to the game, even though I know pixelated graphics isn't everyone's cup of tea, but the actual character design, I think, looks pretty good. And, yeah, looks like a story of friendship. You guys know the deal with JRPGs. Something that I wanted to bring a little bit more attention to, since I don't see a lot of people talking about it. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Cloudpunk is coming to PS5 on August 19th. A physical release will be happening on August 26th. If you have the PS4 version of the game, it will be a free upgrade with a bevy of nice upgrades on next-gen platforms as well. The DLC's Chronicle will be dropping September 22nd. We have a release date trailer just a couple months away from the release of this as well. And if you're not sold on the game, a demo is going to be dropping on August 10th. If you're a fan of tactical RPGs, though, I think this is something to keep on your radar. And by the way, it's hitting like just about every platform. PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, X1, Switch, PC. You can play it on anything, and the fact that you are getting a demo on August 10th, that's going to be quite nice. And the art style to this game, low-key, one of the best art styles that I can see out of the games coming out in the latter portion of the year. Really liking the look of the game, and hopefully it does turn out well. You know, Square Enix dropping a new IP here with their JRPGs. And a tactical one at that as well. Hopefully we'll get that Final Fantasy Tactics remastered at some point, or War of the Lions on PlayStation 4 and 5, but nonetheless, this will be something to keep us busy if you are a fan of tactical RPGs. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 for PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC, also running the gamut of platforms. That'll be dropping on July the 20th. If you're a fan of classic RPGs and an iconic one at that, definitely something to keep an eye on. And Elements Destiny, this is going to be out sometime in 2023. On Steam, it just notes release date is when it's done, so don't expect to play this anytime in the near future. But another old school RPG to keep your eyes on, and it seems like we've been getting more and more of these. You know, Sea of Stars also coming in 2023, so some cool stuff ahead if these types of games are up your alley. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.